Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. And as you can tell by my naughty attire, it's Freaky Friday, y'all. The day we've all been waiting for. At least I have. And y'all know I love a Freaky Friday. Before we get started and I talk about my naughty little fits, please, y'all know the routine. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe right about now. I appreciate y'all support. I need y'all support. So please do your girl a favor. Go hit that like, share, and subscribe right about now. Thank you. So the fit for tonight. Don't know where I got it from, but I do know that purple is my favorite color. And this is definitely a very sexy number. I had to wear a bra under it, and y'all can't see, but it's actually crotchless and assless. Too hot for YouTube. Very feminine and lacy and sexy and naughty and all those things that encompass who I am as a sexual being. And I love it. If I can remember where I got this from, I'll let y'all know later, but I don't know. Found it in my drawer, thought it was cute. So I put it on for the show. All right. So I have been having the best fun with your questions that you guys send me. It never gets old to me. I love answering all your questions. And I'm excited about tonight's question because it's not really an advice question. It's more of an admiration question. And as y'all well know, the Empress loves admiration, just like most women. But tonight's question comes from somebody out of Albany, New York, I believe. So listen to the question and I'll be back with an answer.
Tonight's question comes from Horny Dog 5432 out of Albany, New York. Greetings, Empress. I'm a huge fan and I think you are just so damn sexy. I have to admit that I watch your show religiously, and I'm not ashamed to say that I rubbed a few out over you several times. I'm so excited to be able to ask these questions that I've been dying to ask. So here it is. First, what's your favorite position? Next, do you like anal? And lastly, have you ever considered starting an OnlyFans?
Well, Horny Dog, I appreciate your questions and I really appreciate your name. Because I love people that have no shame in their game, okay? You let it be known you a horny dog. You let it be known that you're rubbing out to me. Like, I appreciate the adoration. You know, a lot of women would be insulted by that. I'm not. You know, I feel like we're all sexual beings. Very rarely do you get a chance to say to someone that you admire, yo, I rub one out to you. I just happen to be that person that you can say that to. I'm not offended. I appreciate the admiration. I appreciate you watching and all your support. And I appreciate the question. So, your first question was, what is my favorite position? Now, being that I am the extreme sexual being that I am, I really don't have a favorite. I'm going to give you two that I really like. And I actually did a show, I believe, almost a year ago that talks about my top five favorite positions because I couldn't narrow it down. And on top of that, it's been a whole year since then, and I'm pretty sure I've explored more sexually since then, so I might have some different positions that I've experienced, but I'm still going to rock with my two favorites. So, my first favorite is doggy style. Now, this is a tried and true position. If you say doggy style, everybody knows what that means. There's lots of reasons why I enjoy doggy style. I enjoy feeling the power and the thrust from my partner. I enjoy the fact that it goes super deep, or you can make it go shallow. I enjoy that you can get your ass slapped while that's going on, your hair pulled. It's definitely that whole primal, it lends itself to that whole primal feeling that I enjoy in the bedroom. Um, and I'm not really the make love type. And I've had complaints from guys that I dated that they're like, I want to make love to you and you just want to fuck. And I'm just like, listen, I am a very sentimental, mushy, spiritual, intimate, all those gushy things in everyday life when I'm in a relationship. So when I have sex, I really just like to be unbridled and no holds barred and wild and free. So I'm more of a fucker than a make lover. Like, I am what I am. I'm not ashamed of that. Maybe one day I will come across someone who I'm just like, oh, I want to make love, blah, 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 blah. Like, but I just don't feel like that's my personality. And it could be because of things I've been through in my life and experiences I've had, but I'm not complaining. Like, I like being a fucker or a fucky or whatever. So yes, doggy style is one of my favorites. The other favorite, which is kind of hard to describe, but I'll throw a graphic up here for you guys, is called the pretzel. It's basically a revised version of missionary. I mean, that's the closest I could say to describe it. But you're laying on your back, your partner's in front of you on their knees as if they were in missionary position, except one of your legs, your right leg or your left leg, whichever, one of your legs is in between your partner's legs, and then they have control of your other leg while they enter you. So I like this position because your partner is definitely in there. Like, it doesn't matter if your partner is a smaller member or a larger member, they're going to be in there. And you really can't run away from it. And that I enjoy because your partner really doesn't have to do much. You're going to be stimulated because it's in there and you can't get away from it. So even if you wiggle around or try to move off of it, you're likely to bust a nut because it's in there and you can't get it out. It kind of reminds me of like those bondage movies, which I'm probably sure maybe you guys know, maybe you don't, but those bondage movies where they have the submissive rigged up with this big pipe and there's like a dildo on it and they sit her on it and then tie her in that position. She can't lift herself off of it. She can't move off of it. So it's like you can't help but have an orgasm. That's kind of how the pretzel is. So that's definitely my favorite position. Haven't met a lot of guys who can do it exactly the way I like it, but the ones who have definitely left a standing impression enough for me to say that's my favorite. So, guys, horny dog, get up on that pretzel, okay? Learn how to do it. It'll drive your woman crazy. And if you don't have a woman, you could always fantasize about doing it with me. um, I love being a fantasy for people. I'm also a fantasy person. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you, this is a side note. If I'm in a relationship with you and you have a fantasy, I'm one of those types of women that I want your fantasy to come true. I want to make your fantasy come true. I was dealing with somebody before, and he had a fantasy for his birthday that he wanted to have a foursome. So him and three other women. And I definitely made that come together for him. And he said that was something he'll never forget. He had been trying to do it for years and nobody ever made it possible for him. I did. The Empress. Yeah, yeah, that's me. Uh, so I'm a fantasy maker. You know how they say, oh, mentals, the fresh maker. No, I'm the fantasy maker. Okay. But anyway, I digress. Now, your second question was, do I like anal? So this is a weighted question for me, okay? Because a lot of people don't know this, and this is probably going to go dark for a second, but I'll bring it back. When I was very young, a teenager, I was anally raped by someone. And so that kind of set the tone for anal for me, and I wasn't able to do it for many, 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 many years. I then met somebody who was a very close friend, and our friendship became more than friendship, and he kind of got me over my trauma of anal to the point where I could do it and love it and go crazy about it. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at now. However, one of the residuals of having trauma like that is that I can't have anal sex the way I have vaginal sex. You know, vaginal sex, you could ragtag it, you could bust it down. When I have anal, it's more like it has to be gentle. It has to be loving. I can only do it with somebody that I'm in love with. It's not something that I could do casually. It's not something for play for me. Anal sex for me is like me ripping my heart out my chest and putting it in your hand and expecting you to keep it beating. So that should let you know how deep it is for me. But as far as me loving it, I love it. Okay. It took me a while throughout my life to get to a place of loving it, but I love it. And it's not something that I do unless I'm in a relationship with someone that I really love and they really love me. Um, that's just how it is. I'm a complex person. And, we all have different things that happen to us in our lives that make us respond to things a different way or do things a different way. And that just happens to be one of those things for me. And I also love solo anal play as well. I have lots of anal toys, butt plugs, foxtails, anal vibrators, all types of stuff. Okay, so I'm definitely an anal goddess, but that's reserved. Some VIP type shit. Okay. Now, your last question was, have I ever thought about starting an OnlyFans? To answer that question is yes, and I have one. Okay, so for a long time, people was like, "Oh, you need to do an OnlyFans. You need to do OnlyFans," and I never wanted to do it because everybody has an OnlyFans. But at the end of the day, it's a great way to have some passive income. Not super passive because you got to make content, but it's pretty passive income. And I do have an OnlyFans. It is called the Empress Explicit and Exposed, or Exposed and Explicit, one of the two. I'll put the link in the description for y'all below, but you guys can go check that out. I believe my subscription is like $10 a month. You can go on there and see me completely nude, sexual acts, BDSM play. I'm gonna start putting more content of my shows coming to life because YouTube obviously only lets you show but so much. So I'm going to start going back through my older shows and seeing what I talked about and then maybe doing some demos on my OnlyFans. I also plan on going live on OnlyFans sometimes because you have that capability on there. So definitely go subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to see more of me, if you want to support. Everything you do helps me out. But I've definitely been enjoying doing the OnlyFans and, seeing people's responses and whatnot like that. Making content for OnlyFans sometimes is a challenge because, when you have sex and you do sexual things for money, it kind of just makes you not want to do it. And I have friends who are like in the porn business and they told me that, like, yeah, like now for them, like sex is like last on the list. They rather just hang out with their partner and watch a movie or kiss or like make out and like do like those high school things because they're always having sex on camera. So it just takes the luster out of it. So I'm not there yet, but I do sometimes feel like, oh, I don't feel like fucking for OnlyFans. I just want to fuck for me. Like, just being honest. But I am enjoying it. I'm going to have the content keep coming. You guys be patient with me. I'm still getting my wheels with that. But I definitely have an OnlyFans. And that answers all your questions, horny dog. That was such a short one. I'm so used to people hitting me up with their problems and stuff like that. But it was nice to just talk about myself for once. If you guys have questions for me, advice you want, anything, I can make a Freaky Friday out of it. Definitely hit me up. Send me a message on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Actually, I have a new TikTok because they banned me on TikTok and I wasn't even being all like, let's talk about like TikTok be on some bullshit, okay? Because I'll be seeing people on TikTok with damn near nothing on, shaking it and everything, and they banned me for something so not bad. I was totally clothed. It was a conversation I was having with somebody and they banned me for that. So, I don't really rock with the TikTok like that because I don't think they fair. But I'm on there anyway because, when you're doing this type of stuff, you got to be on all your little social media stuff. But I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook. I have a fan club on Facebook. If you guys need any information from me, hit me up on any one of those platforms. You can leave me a comment here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Horny Dog, for sending your questions. I appreciate everybody, all y'all support. Please keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, commenting. It all helps my channel to grow. And I plan on being here for a while. So keep it coming. And until we see each other again, bye. Happy Freaky Friday. Hey yo, thanks for watching. My contact information is below. Please go like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is always appreciated. But if you want to show that support with them dollars though, throw your girl a cash app, you feel me? Until we meet again, smooches.